Welcome to Transforming the Toddler Years, a Core 4 parenting podcast blending soul and science-based strategies to empower pandemic moms like you, raising kindergarten-ready kids. I'm Cara Tyrrell, your host, a lifetime lover of littles, girl mom, early childhood educator, and conscious parenting coach who truly believes that how we connect and collaborate with our kids in the first 5 years is how we raise world-ready kids who will change this world. This week, I want to talk about transitions, the truth about transitions. We're dealing with some big ones right now. You're dealing with transitioning your child to their new program, a preschool program, a daycare setting. You're dealing with transitioning your child from one location that feels really safe and clear. They know the boundaries, the rules, the routines, where everything is. They know who their safe people are. They know, hopefully, how to do some self-soothing inside that safe place if their boundaries are being pushed and something is tricky. This new setting, there's so much relearning that needs to happen. New defining of that space, of the adults inside that space, building relationships with those people, exploring the new space itself. Is it large and boundless? Is it smaller? Does it have compartments almost inside of it that feel good? Meeting the new people, their peers that are similar aged, learning how to interact with them. Understanding the new rules, understanding the new boundary lines and expectations. Notice I didn't say anything yet about school as we know it. I didn't say anything about, do you know what color this is? Doesn't matter. Moving into that transition is hard. And what I want you to know is that it's building a new habit. So step into your adult self for a minute. You know the answer to what I'm about to ask. How long does it take to build a new healthy habit? I just finished the Healthy Habits Challenge for 2023 on Insight Timer. I just finished a 21-day meditation and manifestation challenge in January of 2023. It's back a ways, but I just gave you the answer. How long does it take to build a new healthy habit? Even when you know it's good for you, even when you know it's going to have an excellent long-term effect and it might even be fun and exciting, at least 21 days. So why is it as moms, we have this unrealistic expectation that we can bring our child to a new or new-ish space repeatedly and expect them to have a bright, sunny, happy reaction the first day, the third day, the fifth day, the 12th day. These are transition skills and healthy habit building. And it takes work and intention. And sometimes, yes, it takes tears. But if you walk into day 1, or 3 or 5, knowing it is possible. In fact, it is likely that my child is not ready to do this transition seamlessly yet. They will probably cry. They will probably hold tight to my body. They will likely give me reasons why I should not leave. If you know that going in, it's so much easier to tell yourself the next truth, which is, when I love my child, give them a large hug, and I know you will be okay and have fun, and I will always come back for you and walk out the door. I actually set them up for success. I know. Just listening to the words, it's hard, right? Your body tenses up. You can see that little person who you love more than life itself crying. You can feel their angst and their energy. Remind yourself they are practicing a new skill. And separation from you is going to be a skill that takes even longer than a traditional habit for them to find safety and independence in. They were home with you, exclusively your little nuclear family unit, for a really long time. They trust that as their safety anchor. They had limited ability to practice independent, skill-taking behaviors and choices with you nearby, with you around, but not really there. And so we are a little bit throwing them into the lion's den. Exciting news. I wrote you a book, an ebook, and I recorded the audio version for you as well, because you are busy multitasking, mindful mamas. Grab your copy today of The Pandemic Mom's Guide to Preschool Readiness and anchor into the 5 executive functioning skills that your child needs to practice on the daily using you as a guide. It's so easy to do. I've built it so that it just naturally happens inside your day as you interact with your kids. And yes, each chapter is delivered to you 1 chapter a day to your email, so that all you have to do is click and listen for a few minutes. It's easy, it's efficient, and it's effective. Let's raise some school and world ready kids. Just go to caratyrrell.com/ebook. That's Cara Tyrrell, TYRRELL.com/ebook, and grab your copy of the Pandemic Mom's Preschool Readiness Guide today. Here's the best news of all. They are pliable. Their beautiful, growing brains are capable of making this new connection if we allow them to. Remember, our brains are an ego space, right? Ours, theirs, everybody's. And our ego space says, this is uncomfortable. This is scary. I don't know how to do this. Therefore, I choose the space of least resistance. I'd like to go back to the space that felt good, please. But we cannot learn and grow unless we expand the boundaries of that space. You are an amazing mom. There is no mom guilt involved. It's going to be hard to tell yourself that as you sit in the car crying because you just left a crying child. But I promise you, you are advocating for them. You are supporting them in a life skill that they need when they move forward in every age and stage of the development to come. You are architecting this for them. You're designing their early years as a strong foundation for their long-term successes. And if it's just too hard, and listening to me say it, you believe me, but it's so hard to do it, that's why I'm here. That's why you reach out and you schedule a free connection call. And that's why we sit together and I hold space and I listen to you. You're welcome to cry if you need to. That's why I have services that allow you to move through what you're going through. That's what we have to do, right? We are learning and growing too. You are expanding into your bubble of conscious motherhood, of collaborative parenting, just as they are expanding into their bubble of independence. And I am a unique human being who gets to have my own experience in the world. Mama, we're here. Reach out if you need us. And know that every transition takes time. Give it the time that it deserves. I so appreciate how much you value yourself and therefore your child by choosing to listen to this podcast. Please scroll on down, rate and review the show so that it can get put in front of other moms who are struggling or having emotions like you are, and they need to hear it too. Thank you, Mama, for making time for yourself and prioritizing your parenting, listening to this podcast. Until the next episode, stay mindful and proactive as you transform the toddler years.